Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of this series where I will be giving my new point of view and perspective. So I wasn't able to make a proper long video in couple of weeks because I was trying to keep up with my academics, and also I work, so I have to keep up all the things parallelly so I can really survive and also like get what I want. But besides that, I learned a lot of things. Well, I have to, and I'm going to discuss about a very important things that really normally I always discuss about something that really is helpful in people's life and what I learned. But this is a theory called Chimps theory. So this theory basically talk about how you are you as a person is someone average of 5 people that surround yourself. So you are the average of 5 people who surround yourself with, who you hang out with, who you normally talk, and who you spend the most amount of time. And this is not something that's very hard to understand, because it's all about the environment where you are and who are you actually taking and spending most of your time, right? Because for example, if you are someone who never drink alcohol and all of your four friends drink alcohol, then eventually if you are hanging out with them, talking too much and actually doing most of your life activity with them, then eventually you start drinking, and there is no doubt about it. And why it is very important that I have to talk, and there are a lot of public figures that really talking about this stuff many times on the internet, like Naval Ravikant, who is saying that it is very important to choose your inner circle, and where the first thing is who are you with, and what like who are you spending the most amount of time, where are you living, and what are you doing. So these three stuff are very important, and one of the stuff is who are you spending your most of your time, right? And if you are not spending time with someone who has not a similar goal with you, or someone who um, doesn't have a proper like a mindset that you have, and if your goal is to grow in life, if your goal is to do something big, if your goal is to grow, do big, and basically if you are dreaming big and someone's not, and someone's want to do something else, then your life trajectory and someone's life trajectory is very different, like a wildly different, then you should leave that person ASAP, because it's not gonna work and it's gonna fall apart anytime soon. So that's what it is very important that I need to emphasize this thingo. And people around you does matter, and the environment that you surround yourself with really matters in life, because you will forget, and you won't realize that how easily time has passed you by, and you will realize at the end of your life, when the time has already gone, that oh shit, I didn't do the things that I could have done. I couldn't write an article that I could have write. I didn't record myself and upload it to YouTube or whatever social media, or whatever the small things that we normally wanted to do, and because of the fear, because of the environment that we are in, we try to hesitate, and we hesitate, and we never upload, or we never do such thing. um, and that and one of the main factors is because of the environment. They think that they have that biases, that people will make fun of me, people will do this, people will feel different, right? And that is because of the environment. If someone, so for example, if you were with someone who was making videos online, or if he or she has a similar goals that you have, then it would be much more easier to grow. And if there is and you if you can't find someone who has a similar goal, or who has a growth mindset, or who wants to grow in life, build a business, study, or whatever good thing they want to implement in your life, if they can't find someone, then that's fine. You should do it alone as well. That's totally fine, because being alone is a superpower as well, right? So if you find someone, that's absolutely great, and if you can't, then that's totally fine as well, because you can do it by yourself. um and that and it keeps me thinking that who am I spending the most amount of time, right? And I was also, and I when I knew about this theory, I was in a very deep thinking that I was like, who am I spending the most amount of time, and who are the person, and what are the behavior that I have taken from them, and is there any behavior or any kind of characteristic trait that I have taken from them, and actually am I implementing those stuff in my lifestyle, or anything. It can be anything. I was trying to find those stuff, and I really didn't find any, but um, it was actually a great um, lesson for me as well, that the how we perceive ourselves, how I, if I'm spending time with someone who are different, how I start mirroring their habit in my life unconsciously, and at the end I will be a very different person because of the habit that I taken from someone else, right? And this is what we have to understand. And many public figures have been emphasizing on this topic for a very long time, right? And there are some things that I want to share as well. Let me pull up this. um so it encourages social conscious, and the thing is, so there was experiment as well where people was kept with people who was going to gym every day, and at a certain period of time they found out that those who were spending time with someone who was going to gym daily, like a fit person, an active person, they tend to be physically more fit because unconsciously they start going to gym and eating start healthy. And on the other hand, people, those who wasn't going to gym, who was eating junk food, going out, then they weren't actually becoming fit. And that's what can be proven, and in every society that really proves the points that wherever you're living in, whatever the environment that you live in, you become and tend to be that person, right? And it's very hard to um escape that race, because heuristic comes into the play, because when you try to be a bit different from the crowd, if you are here and the crowd is here, and if you are here in the part of the community and you can't, and you are trying to get out of the crowd, then heuristic comes to play, and there would be biases, that you have biases, that if they are saying something is right and you are alone here, then you will try not to say it's wrong, because that's a human biases, and we don't think logically, we think emotionally. And because of the biases that human have, we tend to attach to them, and we tend to move on that direction, wherever it can be positive, negative, whatever that is. And that's what is a hard mentality as well. But we'll be talking about this on another other video. But this is what I was trying to really discuss about, and I think I explained in a simple manner. But whatever I learned, I just try to explain. And thank you for watching the video. Thank you.